Okay. Welcome, welcome, one and all, as we once again return to Meatballcraft, Dimensional Ascension, Seize the Stars edition. In our first episode, I got the power. In our first episode, I had a world that we created. We got jumped by a pumpkin, which was a bit uncivilized. We punched a Cyclops to death, and were punched to death by a Cyclops, which is fair, I think. And we were able to make our first Tinker's tool. We made a very basic Tinker's pick, which I think is an okay start. We have a list of things that I want to progress in. I get the suspicion that in addition to gearing up and familiarizing ourselves with what passes for vanilla overworld stuff in this mod pack, I get the feeling we're starting to head towards perhaps going to the Nether. I suspect. Although I don't think we'll make it there in this episode, not at the rate we're going. I have a list, I think, of things that I would like to try and do. Among them being, we need more Tinker's tools. I'd like a sword. We are also going to have to look into potentially seeing, I don't know if they're going to gate us on crossbows and bows, but a Tinker's ranged weapon might not be the worst idea in the world. And I think that's actually something we're going to check on first, I think, is we will check that first. Let's see. If we go to pattern, and we go to, let's see. Or actually, I think it'll be easier to just do this, right? Okay, we can't make a crossbow, it seems. That may come later. That may come from the tool forge, perhaps. I'm not sure about that. I do note that we can't apparently get like the hammer and the excavator yet, so that's probably it. If we wanted to make a short bow, right, we would need bow limbs. So let's check that real quick and see what we would need. I'm not seeing it, so let's just bow limb. There we go. What are you? A Gaia Spirit. Are you kidding me? A Gaia Spirit in Dreamwood to make a Tinker's bow. Okay. I get the distinct feeling that we're not going to be making a bow anytime soon. Alrighty then. So it looks like we might be sticking to melee only for the foreseeable future. I'm not quite sure how I feel about that. But I guess we don't really have a choice, do we? Hang on, I'm having some resolution issues real fast. Let me just see if I can. Can we sort of just do some of this? A little bit of. A little bit of that. There we go. I like that a little bit better. I like being able to see a little bit more. Okay. So, first on the docket, I think. We were going to go for diamonds, as I recall. We have some things that we need to do. First of all, let's actually pull up journey map. Is that going to do that every single time? Answer, maybe. I think this light blue terracotta, I think this is a wizard tower. I'm not sure, but I think it is. So let's head in that direction. Or actually, you know what? Before we go exploring, let's not do that. Let's finish mining. Let's finish mining the diamond. Let's not be silly here. We came here for the diamonds. Let's get them. For a sword, pattern, I believe we need shouldn't have jumped down. I'm going to have to go back up. I'm going to check. I'm going to bookmark what patterns we actually need, so we know what to get down there. I think we only need 1 diamond, but we'll see. So to make a sword or a rapier, we're going to need tool rod, sword blade, and then either a hand guard, a wide guard, or a cross guard. This is a little bit different from vanilla Minecraft, by the way, where the broadsword is the only one that really exists. The broadsword is a universal weapon, sweep attacks, keep enemy hordes at bay, also good against cobwebs. The longsword is an offensive weapon. It's used for charging into battle at full speed. You can right-click to lunge with it. And the rapier is a special weapon that relies on quick strikes to defeat foes, and its right-click is a back pedal. We'll probably make either a rapier or a broadsword, I think. And what you make depends upon the kind of guard. But I think to make a sword blade, we are going to need a diamond. So, tool rod, sword blade, and then any of the guards. So, tool rod pattern. Cross guard, sword blade. Wide guard, hand guard. Okay. Each thing of these, the tools, we have that, I think. The cross guard is made from Ness rock from Herberus, which is made from Ness ore, which is meteoric befaller. What? Okay. We straight up may not be able to make that anytime soon. So crossguard, let's just go ahead and say that the crossguard is out, folks. I don't think we can make that. Sword blade pattern is a diamond and an iron, which we can make. The wide guard is planks and iron, and the hand guard is planks and a pattern. Okay. So the cross guard is out. What was the cross guard used to make? The rapier, of course. The rapier is the one we can't make. That kind of makes sense, because honestly the rapier is... I wouldn't call it OP. That's a little bit derivative to just say, oh, it's OP, right? But it's kind of strong. The rapier is quite a potent tool. It's pretty good, honestly. So... it doesn't surprise me that that's the one that they're gating for the future. That's not gonna... Oh, I can oversaturate with these. I can eat these even if my hunger's full. That's nice. Some foods you can't eat when your hunger bar is full, but oversaturation means eating past the limit. Not all foods will let you do that, but cherries apparently will. Let's... That buzzing creature is bothering me, but it's okay. Diamond. Diamond. Diamonds are found where? What depth were we looking at again? We're looking at 16, 15, 14, 13, 12. Okay. So we need to go down to Goblin Town is where we need to go. Okay. Down to Goblin Town you go, my lad. Okay. We are finding pretty abundant iron and copper. I mentioned last episode, I think, I was considering swapping out this head for copper. I'm not totally convinced yet that that's the best call, but I am thinking about it. Stonehead is very economical, but it does mine a little bit slower than I'd like. By the way, I should mention, because not everyone knows this, the point of Tinker's Construct, besides, yeah, see, because we're already down durability. I might go back up and swap some parts out. This might be a mistake. The purpose of Tinker's is the tools are easy to repair, and they can be upgraded by putting more materials into them. But the problem, of course, is you have to have the substance to repair it with. There will eventually be, we can make repair kits, which you still need the substance to make that, but it's cheaper, I think, than just rubbing more of it on. That's more expensive always. Let's see. But Tinker's also has traits, like you see it has ecological, cheapskate, and cheap. The materials that something galena ore. The materials that something is made out of control that. That's controlled by the materials it's made out of. So it's the stone that's giving the cheap and the cheapskate, whereas the economical is being provided by the wooden handle. Some traits are okay, some traits are not great, and some traits are, quite frankly, overpowered. That's the strength of Tinker's, is it lets you make tools with special properties beyond that of mere vanilla. Okay, we are down to 46. What was it? It was 16, 17, 18 was the depth we were dealing with, I think. I'm just doing a 2 wide because it looks nicer. Amber bearing stone from Thaumcraft. Okay. I'm a bit wary of digging up Thaumcraft stuff because Thaumcraft can give warp when you deal with things involved in it. I don't know a huge amount about Thaumcraft, but considering those shadow monsters from Abyssal Craft were inflicting me with warp, I'm a little bit... 10. I'm a little bit wary of interacting with Thaumcraft until I have ways to get rid of warp. Because currently we have no way to deal with warp, so if something applies warp to me, I just gotta endure it. And that's not great. I leveled up something. Oh hey, it gave us a gold nugget. That's cute. I guess that's how these skills work, is they just give you free stuff occasionally as you level them. Yep. The Tinker's Pick broke. Okay. Now watch this. I can take this upstairs. We can take this upstairs. And I can just repair this with stone. I should be able to do it on the bench. And in vanilla Minecraft, repairing tools does cost like XP. And it becomes like a problem over time. But also we got scrap metal from Advent of Ascension. Okay. But I can just repair this. I can just put stone in here. Boom, we're done. Speaking of which, I don't see... Yeah, I think we're going to need the bigger tool station to make the nicer tools, quite frankly. Diamond dragon armor from ice and fire. Okay. We need blocks of diamond to make that. We will eventually be able to obtain a tamed dragon as a mount and friend, but that's a ways off. It's one of the things that's really cool about ice and fire is you can do stuff like that. Let's go back down into the mines and see what we can see. I will eventually rip up this stuff, the stuff in the walls, but not right now. Right now we just want a diamond. I really want to gear up. We gotta get that sword. We gotta get a sword. It's super important that we get a Tinker's weapon. Oh, I got more scrap metal. This is interesting, this system of passively leveling up stuff. May you have good fortune with the help of the gods. Oh, nice. What are you? Inferium ore from Mystic Agriculture. Okay. We can't really do anything with Mystic Agriculture at this moment, but we will eventually be able to do stuff with it. Mystic Agriculture will allow us to grow plants that allow us to create our own... Like, you can grow diamonds. You can grow diamonds, essentially. You can make plants that allow you to create things. That's what Mystic Agriculture is all about. It's a little OP. It's a very late game in most of the packs where it appears. I'm not sure when that'll become a thing for us. Presumably much, much later. I have some assumptions that that'll take some time. for us to get there. But we will get there eventually. We're hitting some gravel, which I kind of need to collect because we might need some flints. Definitely not for arrows at the rate that other stuff is going, demanding that we use a Gaia spirit to make the bow limbs. Jeez. Yikes. I know I was just praising the decision to gate access to certain Tinker's things with the patterns, but that's a little harsh. I don't know, man. That feels a little bit... If you're not familiar with the Gaia Guardian, don't worry. We'll be fighting her eventually. Prosperity ore for Mystic Agriculture. Finding tons of Mystic Agriculture stuff. Ironically, most of my experience with Mystic Agriculture comes from packs that have you crafting the stuff used to get into it, and it comes much later, and it's through advanced means that you get access to it. I'm not used to the vanilla application of mystical agriculture where you just get prosperity shards and inferium dust from rocks. Like, just go digging for it, my guy. I'm not used to that. That's a little bit odd to me, even though that's the way the mod's supposed to work. Because almost everyone gates it behind something. So it's interesting to just see it in the ground in its natural state. That's opals, I think, from Bewitchment? Yeah. Or garnets, excuse me. What are you? Black quartz ore from Actually Editions? Okay. Lots of different mods are present down here in the depths, way down in Goblin Town, where we have gone, my lad. Oh, that needs a diamond to harvest. We better not touch that. That'll just have to stay in the way until we get a diamond pick. Or until we upgrade to iron, which can mine diamonds, because that's what it means. I made a mistake last quest completed in Inferium Essence. I made a mistake last episode. I mentioned that I don't know, what does the harvest level mean? Why does it say iron when it's made of stone? That's not what that means. What it means is it can harvest things that can be harvested by iron. That's vanilla Minecraft, because otherwise you wouldn't be able to harvest iron ore with a stone pick. You'd be stuck, right? So that's normal. That's saying you need the ability to harvest diamond or better to get it, which we can't do because right now we have iron tier harvesting since we're using a stone pick. So we'll leave that alone. That was my mistake. I got a little bit confused. Oh, hey, we leveled up and it popped coal out of nothing. That's quite nice. Galena from Tech Reborn. Our tool's about to break again, which is a bit unfortunate. Yep, there it goes. I think I'm almost certain you have to use the tool thing. You can't just do this. No, you can't. You super can't. You have to use the tool thing. I might bring that down here, since we're spending time down here. Because going back upstairs carries some inherent risks. Actually, you know what? Here's what we'll do. Let's be smart about this. We don't have to risk anything. I don't have to take any risks at all. Let's go ahead and do this. New. Mine shaft. There we go. And then let's go to the gunsmith. Gentlemen, you guys have beds in here, don't you? I saw them last time we were here. You also have an upstairs I never went up. What is up here? Spiderwebs are up here. Spiderwebs is what's up here. I could move in up here. That might not be a bad idea to make my own bed eventually. There's some sheep. We need their wool. We'll come back to you later. But let's go down real fast. And just go to sleep. Because they have beds. I'm going to borrow one. There we go. Now, let's do this home. There we go. Okay, so let's I'm sorely tempted to move in with them because it might be safer. They have a fully constructed building already. I can take most of this stuff with me. It wouldn't be that big of a deal. Yeah. And as far as patterns go, axe pat. So the broad axe, interesting. It only needs diamonds, which means we could make it. Although I don't think it's craftable on the tool station. We'll need the better tool station for it. But I think that's one we can make. What the broad axe does, by the way, the bigger axe, is it'll knock a whole tree down. Like, it'll vein mine. Vein mining in Minecraft means that it'll mine up all blocks of the same type that are touching it. So if I vein mined this redwood, this platform, all the redwood planks, because they're touching, they would all break at once. The broad axe will do that. It has that as its special trait. So we could, like, smack a whole tree down in one go and just whap, just break it. There are other mods that'll make trees behave realistically, where if you chop the bottom of them down, they all break. But making a broad axe might not be a bad idea. I think we're going to need the better tool station for that, though. The regular axe head pattern, we can make that no problem. And we might make that. How much iron do we have? I assume not much. We have, like, exactly enough. Okay, interesting. Let's actually make an axe then. We'll use this stone axe until it breaks, but we'll make an axe, I think. The hatchet chops up wood, makes short work of leaves. It also makes for a passable weapon. The mattock works on dirt, wood, dirt, and planks. Tool rod, axe head, shovel head. I swear there's... Was there a reason... my Tinker's lore is not up to date. Is there a reason to ever use a hatchet over a mattock? Because a mattock is essentially a hatchet and a shovel in one, right? It does both things. What does the hatchet do that the mattock doesn't? Like, is it... I have the book. Let me check that. Because I don't remember. Like, why would you want to make a hatchet? Like, question. Serious question. Why would you want one? Tools. Hatchet. Basic chopping tool. It's effective on wood and leaves. Breaking leaves with it does not consume durability. Using the hatchet in combat allows you to disable the shield of your opponent, which is exactly the way axes work in normal Minecraft. Basic mining tool. Effective on wood. Breaks leaves really fast. Doesn't use durability on leaves. The mattock. Versatile farming tool. It affects on wood, dirt, and plants. It can till soil. Also deals respectable damage. Also a hoe. Tills the ground. Effective on dirt and wood. So it's essentially wood, dirt, and plants. So, like, the difference, I think, is the hatchet breaks leaves for free. Seems to be the idea. It can break leaves for free, whereas the mattock presumably does not do that because it doesn't say that it does. I might make the mattock just so I don't have to make a hoe. I think we'll make the mattock because we're just using that to do that. Because we'll make a big boy hatchet for later. Actually, I say that. I better not. The mattock was what? It was... Can we even make one? Hatchet shovel. What's the shovel head? There. That's it, down there. Oh, shovel head's easy. Okay, we might need a bit more iron, I think. But we have a bit more iron. There we go. Let's cook that down real fast. First of all, we're going to have to make a hatchet head. So let's see. To make this, we need a plank of wood, which I have a plank of wood. So hatchet head, axe head pattern, there. And we'll put that in the chest. And we can take this off of our bookmarks now because we don't need it anymore. All right, so to make a mattock, we're going to need what? Shovel. Okay, and for the shovel we need 1 iron, right? So And the mattock, I think for now we will also be making it out of stone. Just for now, we will. So cheapskate. By the way, what is... Let me check this. What does cheapskate do? Because the manual has all the properties listed, by the way. If you're ever confused about tinkers, use these 2 books. There's a reason I didn't put them in the Akashic Tome, because I knew I was going to have to check them soon. Materials. Infinity materials. Jeez. This pack has a lot of stuff in it, guys. How about just like basic stone? Can we get stone, please? Some kind of stone? Electrical, steel, energetic, alloy. Calm down. I don't know what any of this is. Jeez. I know what the Twilight Forest materials are. Okay, stone. What does cheap do? Cheapskate. Stone is bad. Your tool has less durability. Okay. Cheap. Increases durability gained when repairing the tool. Cheap. Increases durability gained for repairing the tool. Okay. And what about copper? I wish there was a way to search. We have so much crap in here. Like, I need a way to search it. Like, wow. No. Real mites? Who knows what that is? Like, come on, man. I'm just looking for copper. It might be better to just flip through. Cactus, bone, obsidian, prismarine. By the way, cactus makes a pretty good sword, unironically. Prickly, nobody's safe from these thorns, they always hurt. Spiky, blocking and getting hurt deals damage to the attacker. Like, making armor out of cactus is unironically a good idea in Minecraft, in Tinkers. Obsidian, prismarine, end, paper, sponge, firewood, iron. Making it out of iron isn't a bad idea. It would give us diamond level mining. Night slime, blue slime, magma, cobalt, ardite, bronze. Here we go. Or no, that's bronze. We're looking for copper. Well established. You gain bonus XP. You gain bonus XP. You gain bonus XP. Interesting. So wait. I don't recall that being the thing that we got. Is the thermal foundation copper different? I don't know, maybe this can't be used to make something. I don't see the ability to... That's a bit unusual. Okay, maybe we can't use copper. Maybe my plans are ruined before they ever began. Fair enough. Whatever. We'll make this out of stone. We're gonna make it out of stone. Okay. So now we have a stone mattock, which will replace the stone axe we're using once that axe breaks. And of course, while we're here, we'll repair that as well. Okay. Okay. We've got some wood. Let me, before I go, what all can we be cooking here? Pour copper, aluminum, iron. Yeah, okay. Let's start cooking. We'll cook the aluminum in the tin first is what we'll do. Okay. The sun's going down, so now's actually a good time to go down and mine. It's kind of weird that we can't use that copper, but I guess maybe it's not the right kind of copper. That's a problem you get sometimes with mods, is there may be more than one kind of copper in this pack, provided by more than one kind of mod. I don't know. May you have good fortune without the help of the gods. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Okay. Although, now that I think about it, we're digging down with the deliberate intention of finding a diamond. Now that I think about it, we're not going to be able to mine it. because we're going to need an iron pick to mine the diamonds, aren't we? Uranium ore. Ooh, spooky. So we may actually be in a little bit of trouble here. I may have to bite the bullet and make an iron head. I don't know. That may be a thing we have to do. Sure hope I'm not being irradiated by standing near this ore. I don't know how that radiation mechanic works. Gotta go ask all the children living in the Chinese bauxite mines how that works. Oh, we found a cave. That's good news and bad news. It's good news because it means it'll be easier to look at stuff. It's bad news because there's probably monsters down here. That's a mine shaft, okay. Okay, crystal ore from Electroblob, but we need diamond for that. Glow shrooms from Biomes of Plenty. Gold. Coal, okay. Boron ore from Nuclear Craft, okay. We're down at 15. So this is the level we want to be at. I'm going to keep it a buck with you. We might have to make an iron pick. I don't really want to, but I get the feeling it might be necessary. Give me this. We might actually unironically need all of the iron. What depth was iron most prevalent at? Iron. Okay, it's basically any depth below 63. 63 and 64, okay. So, at this depth right here where we're at, we should be able to find plenty of iron. Let's check and see what those scraps give me, because they might give me a special material that I didn't think I had access to. I should check what they can be used for. I would hate to make an iron pick, because then it's going to cost iron to repair. And that blows. That blows big time. But we may not have a choice. Kind of disappointed thermal foundation copper can't be used to make copper stuff. Either that or I'm stupid and I'm just misunderstanding what's happening, which is entirely possible. Oh, that's diamond tier. Oh, that's fine. We'll do this because we knew this was going to happen eventually. Level 4. Okay, now there's lots of different theory crafting behind the strategies of digging. My preferred way to mine is to stagger it in intervals of 2, because that way you can see everything that's in this wall. You can see this side when you're on this, and you can see what's on this when you're on this side. There's some people who get real technical with their digging patterns. While we are in a safe place that's well lit and I won't be jumped, what is scrap metal? What are you? Scrap metal. Iron ingot, unstable gunpowder, tinker modifier, creates explosions when attacking mobs, and scrap metal makes 10 grenades, explodes on impact, thrown weapon. You can make 3 of them with regular gunpowder. They can be smelted to make iron nuggets. They're used on an infusion bench to make guns. We can make a Tommy gun, guys. Gun frame makes a Tommy gun with Urka hide, scrap metal, leather, iron, limonite, and gunpowder. We can use bone, scrap metal, and glass pane with a cactus to make skeletanium. Nani? Okay, a frame bench advent of Ascension will let us use scrap metal to make a variety of things, like archer gun frame, blaster frame, cannon frame. This looks like it's weapons and armor, guns. I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. I'm just so overwhelmed by the guns. I just started sneezing. I didn't realize there were this many guns. Apparently we're going to be a shotgun wizard, ladies and gentlemen. Imagine that. We're going to have a sniper rifle. Redstone furnace turns it into iron. Okay, it looks like these things are more valuable to me in their current state. Yeah, because to make scrap metal, I need iron nugget, gold nugget, limonite, and rosite to make it. But if I melt it down, I only get an iron nugget. So, yeah, it seems as though... What the heck are you, buddy? An enforcer? Okay. So it seems as though the best play would be to just leave it in its current state. Because we can make grenades out of it, and it looks like we're eventually going to need scrap metal to make guns and things. Alright, that's fair. Okay. Let me double check this. The copper that they were using, it only has an iron level, a mining level of iron. We would need at least iron, wouldn't we, to be able to mine diamonds? We're going to have to make an iron pick. We don't really have a choice. Okay. I was afraid that was going to be the case. I think that is in fact the case. We're going to have to use... We're going to have to use some iron to make our head, because otherwise we're not going to be able to mine up the things that we need to. That's okay. That's fine. That is okay. That's perfectly fine. I think we might have to just go ahead and bite the bullet on this one. Oh, wait a minute. To work with the advanced materials, do we need the other thing? We might need the other thing, the other table. I don't know. It's been a hot minute since I've done Tinkers. We might actually have to make metal blocks to be able to do this. Oh, good lord. If that's true, we're going to have to mine up a ton of metal with just a stone pick. That's okay, but also ouch. If that's the case, then I think what we need to be doing is we need to be smelting our copper, because we have the most copper, and that thing said it can take any metal. It did say that. So maybe, since we need four blocks for that, right? It did say tool forge can be used as a beacon base. This takes, you can use any metal block. So we're going to need 9, 18. 18 and 18 is 20, 36. Yeah, I got that right, didn't I? Yeah, 36. It's 18 times 2. We're going to need 36 of a specific metal. I think copper is probably what we're going to use. That'll be the one we're most likely to have a large amount of. And then the problem becomes the seared bricks, which is grout, which is gravel, sand, and clay. We have access to sand and clay, or sand and gravel. We have sand, we have gravel. Clay might be the problem. I'm not sure where we're going to get clay. Let me see if C-L-A-Y, clay. Where does one obtain clay? So clay can be made using slag of any type with dirt and water. Okay. You can make dirt essence and water essence to make clay from Mystic Agriculture, which I already knew about. And dust and dirty pearls makes it. Thaumcraft can do the conversion. There's a clay chicken, which the sand chicken and the snowball chicken can create through chicken breeding. That's right, because the resource chickens are in this pack too. We can create chickens that lay resource eggs. That's right, I forgot about that. That's also in this pack. This pack has so much stuff in it. That's so goofy. And of course, we can Starlight transmute sand into clay, but we don't have any astral sorcery stuff yet. We legit might have to just go find clay in the world. I don't know. World Gen, Overworld, it's at Y60-ish. We just might have to go swimming for it. Okay. We might be able to get away with the copper we have. Tell you what, we have this brand new shiny Matic. Let's go risk it for a biscuit. Let's see if we can find some clay. And actually, can I make shears with this tool table? No, we can't make shears. Okay, so is there a mod is there a mod in this pack that'll let me make wooden shears? Can we do wooden shears, or am I going to have to make them out of iron? Let me check and see. Shears, dark shears, inferium, prudentium, supremium. Oh, thermal foundation will let us make shears out of other substances. I might, like, how badly do we need this aluminum? Badly enough? I don't know. We'll make metal shears. We'll make regular Minecraft shears. I'll spend the iron. All right. So let's go looking for clay and sheep is what we're gonna do. I know I said I wanted to have a sword before we went exploring, but it looks like that's not going to happen. We're going to have to go exploring without a... I should probably, by the way, before we leave this base, let me make a replacement stone sword, because mine's about to break, and if I fight something dangerous, that's going to be a problem if my sword breaks in my hands. 1, 2, 1. Also, I saw in a tooltip while the game was loading, those weird, like, balls that enemies drop that look dangerous that I've been avoiding. They look like they're made of blood. I think that's what that tooltip was talking about when it said enemies sometimes will drop health pickups for you, and the more of them you pick up, the stronger they get. Next time we fight an enemy, I want to touch one of those and see if that actually heals me. I've been assuming that was some kind of mine or trap. I've been assuming it was dangerous. Hello? Hello? Oh, this was a mistake. There's a dicer down here. Those are fire crystals from Thaumcraft and some kind of weird rock that I don't know what it is. We're leaving. The shiny crystals did exactly... I got baited. I was cleanly baited, gentlemen. That was... They definitely got me with that one. So let's head over here. Since there was a wizard tower over in the distance that we saw earlier. Since we're looking for sheep and clay, let's head on out and check that and talk to that guy. See, some wizards are hostile and you kill them and you just loot their tower and that's it. Other wizards are like NPCs and you can trade with them. I'm hoping it's a guy we can trade with, because he might have some important stuff for us. If it's not, we'll deal with it. I think the dude in the forest is not a tradable wizard, because I can see a red dot inside of his tower on Journey Map, which I think strongly implies that he's hostile, like, unless there's a zombie in his basement. But I don't think those towers have basements, so I'm pretty sure he's just, you know... I'm pretty sure that one is hostile, but this one in the distance might not be. So we need to go talk to him. There's some clay. We found clay. Okay. There's a bit of clay. Advancement made. Ender IO conduits? Excuse me? We didn't pick any of those up. Are Ender IO conduits made out of clay, I guess. Fair enough. Any more clay on the edges? Not really seeing any. There's more Vis crystals from Thumbcraft. Okay, let's go to the shore. I'm not going to swim that. Who knows? With fire and ice in this pack, who knows what sea monsters are out there? I'm not playing that game. I will risk the shore with everything that entails before... Are those giant... Those are trolls. And they're like... Is that like a troll camp or something? Is that like a structure? But it's floating. It's floating in the air. I feel like that's not intended. Well, I'll leave you gentlemen to it. There's trolls T-posing in the sky while eating pigs. I'll leave them to it. That's their business. Ooh, a water hive from Binny's Extra Bees. I get that. I guess that's water bees. This pack is so weird because it has both. Whoa! 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 Well, hello. Aren't you crazy aggressive? A chomper. Ooh, he can move a bit when he wants to. But he has to stay on the surface, though, which means I have an advantage in the deep water. Give me that. You've become well acquainted with the watery depths. Yeah, well. Not by choice, I assure you. I got punched in here by some kind of crazy swamp pig. Let's go talk to that wizard before something worse happens. Maybe swimming would have been safer. Good luck, mortal. You've displeased the gods. Fantastic. Okay, I don't see a red dot in this guy's house, which means I think he's legit. Yeah, and I can hear him going, as well, so I'm pretty sure he's real. Yes, hello, sir. You are a wizard. But your name's not Harry. Okay, so this dude will buy any spell books from us for magic crystals. He's selling a Muffle spellbook. Novice, not yet discovered. Interesting. Normally you can't see what the spells are in Electroblobs. You have to use a scroll on it to understand what it is. Here I can see it. It just says not yet discovered. Normally in the Electroblobs I'm familiar with, Muffle would be scrambled out and you wouldn't be able to see what it was. Maybe it's because he's selling it specifically. So he's telling you what it is. For 5 gold and 4 crystals. He's selling for an emerald and magic crystal. He's selling Splash. Okay. And then for an emerald and magic crystals, he's selling Snowball. Okay. He's not selling a wand, which is what I was hoping he would be selling, but that's fine. I'm going to take a thing and do this. This will be wizard. Okay. He's not a particular kind of wizard. If he was a fire wizard, I would mark him as a fire wizard on the map, because certain types of wizards will sell certain things. Which is important, right? You do kind of want to build a collection of wizard contacts. Boy, I sure am glad all of you guys are just like hanging out. Sage, random 51. What are you? You'll buy gunpowder. You'll buy nether warts. Okay, I don't know what career Sage is. These dudes have names too. I don't know what mod it is that adds names. Although these look like player names. Kimal, Blobman, Random, right, 51. Are you going to break down that door? You might. Hang on. Gentlemen, I'm sorry. I apologize for the necessity, but we're gonna do that real quick. I'm not sure what mod it is that names the testificates. You're an alchemist. Okay. I don't know what mod adds you. Sage, don't know anything about it. Alchemist. The gunsmith, I'm certain, is the immersive engineering testificate, because he's selling immersive engineering gun stuff. This alchemist, which is different from that one, this guy is the one from Bewitchment. He's going to sell Bewitchment salt, silver ingots. He'll sell all these different things. He has Bewitchment trades. And the leather worker is flipping leather. And he's selling pants. Okay. I might open this door, because I want to know what you have in your hand, honestly. What is that? What is that thing you're carrying? Can I have it? Thank you. Halloween Candy Night. Do you have the chance to get the following items? Halloween Candy Ains, Zui, Dre, Pumpkin Pie, and a gold ingot. I also have a 0.99% chance to get a golden apple. Okay, like, fine. I got Halloween Candy's Way. Not yet eaten. What does it taste like? I don't know. Let's eat it. It's tasty. We also got another red heart. Okay, let's pass the night again. I might just set up shop in their attic. I'm legitimately considering it. They have a nice unused space in their attic that I could easily teleport to. And I'm kind of bumming it in their house anyway, since they have beds. What is that? I'm sorry. I'm getting distracted again, but we need to be distracted because there's stuff. Honestly, there's just stuff that we need to check out. That's a Sasquatch over there. Don't know what that is. A Cyclops. That's a spider, but it's passive because it's daytime. Are you just straight up some kind of oven or something? Was someone cooking pizzas out here in the middle of the wilderness? No, but they had an oven with blaze rods in it. Okay, sure, I'll take that. Cool, thanks. And that's another house over there, too. We're definitely running low on food, I'll say that much, which is not a great problem to have. It's pretty low on my preferred list, but there is a house over here. We could kill some horses if we were desperate for leather. Those are giant cyclopses. We're gonna avoid them. One of those dudes took like 10 minutes to kill last time. Gonna avoid him today. I don't know what that is. What is this? Oh, this is Meatballcraft. They're literally just giving you the statues in a structure out in the middle of the open? Oh, okay. Hang on. What? Oh! Oh, this is a meteorite hit. That's what this is. I didn't even notice this until just now. I have walked past a gigantic hole. I'm a fool. Okay, first of all, let's mark this real fast because this is important. We need that for Meatballcraft stuff. These statues can be notoriously hard to make. Just having one out here, on the Arthalip statue out here in the middle of nowhere, I'm probably mispronouncing that. I'm sorry. I've only ever read the books. I've never really heard anyone else say that name out loud. Getting one of those statues for free is crazy. I'm not taking it with me right now, but knowing where that is important. That's a surprise tool that'll help us later. There's like a hut over there and another building. There's several houses. I'm assuming these all house villagers. Yeah, look, there's villagers up there too. Super Nodap. That is a Shoggoth right down there. Can we see it? I think that might be candles on the floor, but this is dangerous, what I'm doing. Yep, those are lesser Shoggoths. Oh shit, they've seen me. I need to leave immediately. We are leaving right now. We don't want to be here. Pardon my French. Excuse my profanity, but that's really bad. You dudes are screwed. Those guys living in that house, having that thing under... Oh, and there's another one over there. Oh, wow. Remember how I said the problem with the abyssal biomes and the abyssal stuff is that Shoggoths will just jack you up? Yeah, that's... I'm sorry, is that a house on top of a floating island? That's sick! We need to be careful of that. The Shoggoths are very relentless. The AI they possess is quite spicy. They won't stop chasing you once they catch a sniff of you. So, you guys have a Cyclops outside your house too. Jeez, this place is a mess. This place is a mess. Man, you guys live in a disaster zone. Do you know that, right? There's like Shoggoths in your basement. Are you guys aware? Johnny Apples, career, jam guy, Cubararam, Grakiba jam. Okay, well, Johnny Apples, you live in a bad neighborhood. I want you to know that. You've got problems, buddy. Super Nodap, career Cartman. What is a Cartman? Oh, is it some kind of miner? Amaranth planks from Natura. Well, you guys have a ton of paintings, too. Cthulhu engraved coin. Mycelium. You have mycelium? I'm sorry, I'm taking that. I'm sorry, I'm going to steal that from you because that's important. Oh. Hey, big guy. Yeah, I'm sorry to say, gentlemen, but you guys... Oh, there's a hedge witch here, of course. She's more important than the bewitchment alchemist, the hedge witch. She'll sell us the stuff needed to make the trees. And she's selling melon seeds. Of course, she's here in the unbelievably crappy place. Minecraft, tax evasion, a Sith legend. Do these all spawn with that stuff in it? I guess they do. I guess they do. Well, listen. I've got bad news for you guys. And it's that. That's the bad news. That right there. That is the bad news. So I'm going to tell you guys what. I'm going to mark a thing here that says Hedge Witch. And Shoggoths. And I'm gonna peace. I'm gonna peace out. I'm gonna wish you guys the best. Goodbye. By the way, in case you were curious, the guy who developed Meatballcraft went out of his way to make sure that the Shoggoths were unbelievably deadly. They are completely invincible to ranged attacks. Ranged attacks just straight up don't work on them. Like, at all. If I shot an arrow at them, I don't think it would do... I'm pretty sure it would do absolutely nothing. And I think they can tank magic, too. I'm pretty sure any kind of ranged attack does not work on them. It is hard-coded to not work. The only thing that really does is melee, so you have to fight them in melee. They're also, the only good thing about them is they are intrinsically hostile to all other forms of life. So if you can bait them out, they will clear out an area. But the problem is they also leave corrosive slime everywhere that's like, it hurts you to touch it. And it'll like corrode your boots, right? It's bad, right? It's bad. I can't believe that dude had a house that spawned way up there. I might try and get up there just to... Yeah, these Natura bushes that sort of spread slowly like water just flowing are pretty cool. Let me check out this house, and then we're gonna head back because, oh hey, that's an owl from Bewitchment. We've got owls. Give me your feathers. Blue hydrangea. There's so many weird plants. There's somebody moaning over here too. Don't know what that's about. That's so cool though, that his house is way up there like that. I'm gonna steal that dude's house. Okay, this is like an abandoned house though. Oh, for a second I nearly had a heart attack. I thought that was a dragon. That's not a dragon. Ouch, ouch. Oh, that's poison ivy. That's a griffin, I think, from Fire and Ice. They can be tamed. They are tameable. And you can get them as a mount, too. But that's a bit outside of our means. If you have been invited, do not visit the attic, please. Why? Because there's stuff up there. I can hear it moaning. Weakness, weakness, weakness. None of that's terribly useful to me, weakness. Tell you what, though. I'm going to take this, put this in here. And I'll take your bed. What's in this chest down here? An Azathoth engraved coin. Oh, the thing that's humming is the Sasquatch that's outside. I thought there was some kind of undead in the attic. There may be. I see red dots. It's probably a spider spawner up there, honestly. I think that... Is that like a vanilla illager outpost over there? I'm not sure. We're going to call this... abandoned house. A-T-T-I-C. Attic. Okay. And then we're going to get out of here. I kind of want to check that one more house just to see what's over there. Although that's also where the griffin went, which means I might end up getting killed, realistically. Which is... Oh, crap, there's snakes everywhere. Snakes all up in this place. There's also something here besides pigs. Yeah, there's a hippogriff, excuse me. It is a hippogriff, not a griffin. I don't remember if they're hostile, but this dude's house is made out of thatch. Livestock merchant from Divine RPG. Okay. For oak wood and shadow coins, this dude will give me ehu spawn eggs. Spawns a pet ehu. Husk spawn eggs. Stone golem spawn eggs for shadow coins. Okay. Let's go ahead, and this seems important. I feel like this is definitely something from Divine RPG. I mean, it says he is. So you are, hang on, you are a livestock merchant. New. Livestock merchants. Fine RPG. Let's head back to the gunsmith. We just keep using this guy's house. I think we're actually going to formally move in. I'm moving into the attic in this guy's house. We're going to turn... I still want to build a tree house in the redwoods, but I think we're just going to use this as our main base of operations, to be brutally honest with you. I can't think of a reason not to. Let's Let's get all this free string. Let's clean this place up a bit. There. And let's go ahead and do /home. That mycelium block was quite a nice find. Oh, you know what? I just remembered. I now remember why. I know why we can't do it. I'm a fool. The reason we can't do this with Tinkers, I completely forgot. I'm sure some of you have been screaming at the screen about this. I'm a fool. So cast should show it. So in Tinkers, you have the ability to melt stuff. You can melt down metals and cast them on a table. That is what this is, okay, is we need, that's why I can't just make out of iron. I cannot make a thing out of iron. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. I forgot all about this. I remembered it on my own, though. No one had to yell at me. You basically have to make a cast and then pour the metal into the cast to make a metal part, right? Without that, it's not going to work. So we can do, like with non-metal materials, we can do these transactions here. But if we want to make metal parts, we have to do it this way. Which means, I think, the smart play is going to be, we actually are going to have to just make a vanilla iron pickaxe, I think. I legit think we're just going to need a vanilla iron pick. Which is simple. It's a simple solution. Perhaps not the most elegant solution, but it is a solution. So let's go ahead and do that right now, actually, because then we can actually go down there and grab the things that we need. I've been a bit silly about this, but in my defense, I'm really dumb. That's all I got. In my defense, I'm an idiot. There we go. If we make an iron pick, a vanilla iron pick, yes, isn't it iron pick? If we make this, we will be able to go down there and mine all of that stuff up. We will be able to do that. Before we do that, though, because we can mine in the dark if we have to, let's chop down some more wood real fast, because we're gonna need to make some chests. We need to move everything into that dude's attic, into their attic of that farmhouse. Those guys are. We're crashing in their house, whether they want us to be there or not. So let's get some wood. And I suppose since we're in our own forest, we might as well go check out this wizard. I'm pretty sure this guy's hostile. The guy with the terracotta. You can see him on the map. He's off to the side. He's got a terracotta roof, which I'm very sure is a wizard tower. That dude has a red dot in his house, though, so I think he's hostile. That's fine. We'll kill him and take his stuff. That's right. What kind of chicken is this? A flint chicken. And he's laying flint. I can catch him in the act. He's doing it. I really need to get involved in the chicken thing, because I feel like that's important. The whole resource chickens, that's definitely in this pack for a reason. Of course, the weirdo forestry bees are here too, which is, I don't know, man. We'll deal with bees and everything else later. Blue slimes. I'm not sure what mod adds you, but I'm gonna go around. Where's that guy? Daytime. Layer overlay, please. Okay. He's that icon over there. We got some more bone chickens. I'm sorry, but I need pig flesh. I am beginning to hunger, pig. Just as a reminder, Sasquatch, you threw hands with me. You can always tell that the random things. You can always tell that the when a wizard's hostile because they look like they're stoned. You may think I'm joking, but I'm not. They have like red eyes, but bleary red eyes, not demonic red eyes, but like those kinds of red eyes. Holy crap! He just instantly killed me. Okay. Well, golly gee whiz. I just got dunked on by that wizard. That's the wrong wizard. This is... I need to go to my death. Okay, that is a health power-up. That thing that drops. I'm going to keep coming back and jumping you until you're dead. I will not stop. Oh, man, as soon as he tries to use that magic, it just kills me instantly. I'm going to take your stuff, old man. Ah, he's conjured magical blocks. There we go. Give me your stuff. Okay, he dropped intestines. Wonderful. I always love it when I kill a man and then steal his intestines. What has he eaten? Seeds, melons? He ate some watermelon. Cool. He dropped magic crystals, and I think that was it. Okay. We can steal the books if we want. We can steal his arcane workbench if we want. Resplendent Thread upgrades regular wizard armor into sage armor. Scrolls that we don't know. Spell books that we don't know. And Tome of Arcana. Okay. We will come back here. Let's remove these real quick. Loot this. We'll come back here. We've got some wood. Let's get a bit more. Let's get like 40 logs, and then we will go start moving things and cooking things, and we will begin the fires of industry. And also, let me just remove this, because we don't need that marker anymore. Can we get... What is this building? I'm getting distracted again, but that's fine. What is this? What are those? What are those? Is there an entrance to this place? Well, there's definitely stuff inside. I can hear it. Oh, there's a Sasquatch stalking me in the woods. I don't see a way in. Am I just gonna have to break in, maybe? Well, that's ominous. Just seeing just tons of stuff poking through the wall like that. Something's definitely trying to jump me through the wall. There's 2 houses here, including some roosters from hatchery. Sakura wood. I see. Weebs live here. Holy cow. These dudes are interested in the fires of industry. Goodness. 64 coal, go figure. He's got, is that dyed leather armor? I think. Who lives here? Entity dummy. Like me. That's leather armor, is it not? Yeah, it's dyed leather armor. Okay. But who lives here, though? Surely someone didn't just create an adventurer's house and then dip, right? That would be weird. So who... What? Furnace by Ryza original. I might have to read that because I get the feeling that might... Who lived here and for what purpose did they do this? What? I love Furnace. Furnace are my life. I love them. This is why I must head to the Furnace dimension. Only there will I live happily. I trained hard to make sure that I can survive in this hostile dimension. I am ready to go to the Furnace dimension, but I don't know how to open the portal. I'm sure that I made it right, however. Lighting the portal with a flint and steel doesn't work. Does this mean I need the legendary flint and furnace? Okay. Okay. You know what? Sure. Furnace guy's house. Okay. Let's... Well, let's do this. And if my impeccable logic is correct, yes, we can now mine these. As I thought. We're not mining the uranium. I don't want to be irradiated. Let's not use that unless we are using it on things that require it. Like this. I don't know if boron is radioactive or not. Probably, though. Juan was slain by a troll? Excuse me, what? Are the testificates, like, engaging in battle with native wildlife? Is that a thing that's happening? Do I need to go save them? Answer, maybe. Lithium. That's a grew. Well, that's a thing. I don't like that something's hooting and I don't know what it is. I really don't like that. I don't like it at all, actually. That is some creepy sounds and I don't like it. I'm not a fan of whatever this is. I'll tell you this for free, though. I'm preparing to fucking wall it off, whatever it is. It sounded right in my ear, whatever that is. There's a red dot on the map right on top of me. Like right on top of me. Whatever it is, it's right here. You see that on the mini-map? It's right there. But I think it's above me? What? Okay. I don't like that. I don't like any of that. I don't like anything to do with that. That's creepy. Is it something in the ceiling? Yeah, it is, actually. Ironically, something in the ceiling. What? What are you? I don't know what it is, but I don't like it. Okay. What it is, it's not my problem, is what it is. That's what it is. It's a whole lot of not my problem. I just came here for diamonds, man. Silver ore. That's lava down there, I think. I'm wary of these corridors since I got jumped by a freaking grew. I don't like it. At all. And I don't see... Like, we've got tons of ores down here, but no diamonds. Real Might from Divine RPG? What is all of this? I don't even know, man. It's real spooky down here. What is a Miner's Delight? What is this? Can you be eaten? Life finds a way. You craft it into something? Pink dye. Maybe the Miner's Delight leads the way to treasure. Maybe that's the point of it. I don't know. Lead, silver, silver. I'll tell you this. I'm getting tired of being hooted at by whatever that is, so we're leaving. Oh, jeez. I don't feel comfortable being down here because that grew took half my health in one shot. Just gone. Just poof. And... lithium. I'm going to keep it a buck with you. I don't want to be here until we get, like, the diamond, right? Until we get the armor, right? I want the armor before we start hanging out down here and doing this stuff. Because right now I'm naked and I'm dangerously taking damage. Let's take this iron. This gift of iron we take. We give thanks for. Thank you, iron. Give these rails back because right now I don't have a need for them. So you can have them back. Jeez. Just endless hooting. Just relentless, the hooting. I don't know what that is, but it's unnerving and I don't like it. So let's go back upstairs. Let's cook some of this wood into more lamps. Man, what a bunch of weirdos. Okay. Home. Home sweet home. Yeah, just do this. I gotta take a sip of my drink after that. That's nerve-wracking is what that is. Put this iron away real quick. Okay. We do, in fact, just need a ton of wood. We really do. We need tons and tons and tons of wood. So here's what we're gonna do. Let's... Actually, hang on. Let's check this, because the Book of Worlds, the big picture of the Book of Worlds, Materials Compendium, the Book of Creation, Logistics and Organization. We can make a copper chest by surrounding a regular chest with copper, and then we can make an iron chest by surrounding. Wait, a regular chest with iron? It doesn't have to be a copper, are you sure? Oh, you can upgrade them by surrounding it with 4 glass and 4 of that color. I see. And then I assume the same thing as with silver. You can either surround an iron chest or a copper. What? That's a little weird. But anyway, the point is we have tons of copper, so let's make a copper chest. Because let's move. Let's do that first. I think we're going to move our base of operations into one of these dudes' houses. I don't know about Furnace Guy. I'm a little bit concerned about him. I have worries. That man worries me. So what we'll do is first we gotta go get more wood. We're always in need of wood. Ha ha ha, that's what she said. I deserve that for the bad joke. Okay. I deserve that for the bad joke. I deserve that for the that's what she said. Wow, that creeper blew up the base of our tree. It is a rude thing for him to do. Goodbye, tree. Wow, just blew a chunk out of it. What a rude creeper. My parkour is not what it should be. Really? Yeah, that's what you get. Oh, man. Okay. Okay. Now then, let's do what we were intended to do and go get some wood before we get more distracted again. Lime wood from forestry. I don't know anything about forestry. It's another like resource acquisition mod, but I know little of it. I can't believe I forgot that you have to pour metal parts in Tinkers. That was very silly of me. You cannot just craft them, regrettably. They must be poured out of a smeltery. How much more space does this make? A reasonable amount compared to a 1. A mini chest from extra utilities. I'm sorry, what does that do? First of all, let me answer this question. Can a mini chest be crafted back into a full-size chest? Yes, it can. So what does this do? Hang on. Okay, so it's just a 1-slot chest? Okay. Ouch. That may seem pointless, but I understand why it exists. It probably exists to serve as a buffer between item pipes and things like that. I think I get why that's a thing. I don't think we'll make more than one of these because we do need a lot of copper to make that table, which we will eventually need. But I think moving all of this stuff is a higher priority. Yeah, let's do that. In fact, you know what? I think we should prioritize that because we can go strip mining whenever we want. Let's go ahead and move everything into the other guy's house and then start setting up a real base because we're becoming a little scatterbrained right now. We're going all over the place, doing all kinds of things. Let's not, okay? Let's not do that. Let's set up. This will be, I guess, their house. I don't know. I don't know how 4 of them fit in 2 beds. I don't ask questions. But I'll take the attic. And essentially what we will do is we will set up here. I guess we can just do this. Yeah, it's 1 row short of being a full double chest by itself. Okay. And let's just drop everything in here and go back for more. We can do organization later. There's some spooky stuff underground. Did you guys see that for a split second? Man, that was a freeze frame and you'll miss it. Spooktacular down there is what that was. I don't know what that was, and I don't know how I feel about it. can't believe they gave me a Corellium enchantment book. That's so nutty to me. Okay. I think I'm just gonna remove this hatch entirely because I don't really want it here. Okay, we'll remove this marker. Instead, we're going to do this. Set home. Right, there we go. Right here is home. So this is home now, and that other place is just the redwood forest. Okay, okay. Or actually, we're going to need more space than that, aren't we? We'll put the pattern chest all the way in the back because it looks the most like a purely decorative object, right? We'll sleep like here, so it's like a dresser. That looks dumb even by my standards. Okay. So, what I think we're going to do is we might... What is it that causes certain mobs to spawn? Like, if I fence off an area for farmland, are these charger things going to spawn there? Do they spawn at night, or do they spawn during the day? Like, what makes them show up? I don't have answers to that question, and that's a bit of a problem. At least there's another temple stand over there that presumably has another statue. Man, those are common. Man, in some packs, it's a lot of Abyssal you have to bust your, you-know-what, your keister to try and get statues of Nyarlathotep and Cthulhu and all those other things to create potential energy to put into the Thaumonomicon, or not the Thaumonomicon, that's Thaumcraft, but to put into the book, whatever it's called. Is it literally the Necronomicon? Yeah, it is literally the Necronomicon, and then the Abyssal Wasteland Necronomicon, the Dreadlands Necronomicon, and the Almathol Necronomicon. To infuse energy in the Necronomicon, you have to... It's a lot of work trying to get those statues. I can't believe they just give them to you. That's crazy to me. Unless, are those the fake ones? Hang on. Cthulhu. Let's see. Cyan dye, clay, and monolith stone to create a decorative Cthulhu statue. The real Cthulhu statue is made in a Necronomicon ritual using Shoggoth flesh, Abyssal Wasteland essence, Dreadlands essence, Almathol essence. You can do it anywhere. It requires 20,000 potential energy, and a sacrifice is required. Like, and then what? Versus just going over here and picking this thing up. Is that a legitimate statue, I think, over there? Or is that one of the decorative ones? If it's the decorative ones, I'm substantially less impressed. But I was under the impression that that Nyarlathotep statue was legit. Is this actually one of the statues? You're one of those trap things. Is this actually a real big boy statue? No. This isn't where one was. Although there is Shoggoths here. That's cute. So, okay, but it was over there. Hang on, it's literally not even that far. We'll walk. I don't recall what mod it is that drops the meteor, but the meteor substance is important. We need that ore, too. In addition to everything else, we also need that. But I don't think we have any of the stuff we need to dig it. There's also goblins just roaming around down there. I might go beat up that goblin. I don't think this goes low enough to expose diamonds. It might. Yeah, no, see, I'm quite sure that's a legit Nyarlathotep statue. I don't appear to be able to harvest it. Can I? Yes, I can. Okay. Yeah, no, this is exactly what I thought it was. It's the real deal. It's a real Nyarlathotep statue. That's crazy that it would just be out here on a monolith stone pillar on a pedestal in the middle of nowhere. Just out here. I got to keep an eye out for those locations. I think that's another one over there. Did this blow a hole low enough to potentially expose diamonds? Is it possible that we can get diamonds from here? Skystone. It's mine level obsidian, so we need a diamond pick to pull it. That's what I thought would happen. Darkstone from Meatballcraft. Grass. There's a skeleton with a horn somewhere. I don't remember what mod it is, but there's a mod that adds horns, and some undead have them, so there's a Doot skeleton around here somewhere. He's dooting. Yes, we're all very impressed, Mr. Doot skeleton. Rosites, that's pick level diamond. I seem to recall us needing that for something. I don't remember what, but okay. Let's go home. I was wondering if we could get a free diamond down here for a sword, or if it would be possible for us to maybe snag a free, like some free of the of that ore, the dark ore, but it doesn't look like that's going to be a thing, unfortunately. Tell you this for free, though. I don't really want to hang around near this place after dark. Let's grab this iron and get. We'll backslash home to go back to the house. Home. Yikes. Abyssal Lands is spooky after dark. It's real spooky out there after hours, let me tell you. It gets spicy. So, iron. Let's smelt that iron, I guess, and we will go back to the mines, is what we'll do. Okay. The lack of organization is going to bother me a lot. Can we turn ribs into bone meal? Loot fabricator from Deep Mob Learning. Don't know jack about Deep Mob Learning, but I know the Mischief of Mice channel, Valen Frostweaver, has a channel on it. It's used to make an infernal claw, fertile essence, skeleton charm fragment. Cross of Mercy deals extra damage to undead. That sounds kind of cool, but we need a withered skeleton rib for that too. The apothecary mortar, like, okay, well, drops used for crafting, drops from skeletons. So it doesn't look like we can turn it into, oh wait, we can turn it into 5 bones. That's good. Stuff sounds a little spicy downstairs. So here's what's going to happen. We're going to do that. I appreciate the fact that you guys want to go outside, but I assure you, you don't want to go outside. In fact, that's a baby zombie. I have let a baby zombie into the house. This was a mistake. I thought I could cheese them, but I forgot that baby zombies exist. I've also swung at a testificate, which means he's going to hate me now. That was a very bad idea. Although, no, because they wouldn't have died from hanging out there, and I would have had to... That is a big black dog. That is a spooky-looking black dog. You're spooky, you know that? Yeah, and they turn invisible, too, when you hit them. Just to, you know, sell it. Really sell it. I'm sorry, guys. You'll hate me forever because I hit you, and I'm sorry, but what on earth is the angry zombie? Okay. just get this over with. I'm a little upset that I accidentally hit that guy, but when a baby zombie got loose, I was a little spooked. Well, hello, Night Reaper. I remember you from earlier. You... I can't fight you. Well, no, I can, because I have an axe. Come here. I don't need to deal with both of you at the same time. Thank you. Well, thanks, Creeper, I guess. Glad we had this conversation. Kind of wanted to kill him myself, but alright, I guess you just really wanted the dub. I hate the mess creepers leave in worlds. It bothers me tremendously. There is a mod, it's not in this pack, because obviously it's not, but there's a mod that essentially makes it so that creeper explosions don't destroy blocks for precisely this reason, just so creepers can't grief the landscape. It's not even about base protection after a certain point. It's just straight up stop blowing holes in the landscape. And then they're just like, no, I'm going to keep doing it, though. It's important to me that I continue to blow holes in the landscape. Hello. Of course. Of course there's a creeper here. There's always a creeper. Wonderful. Fantastic. Super. I'm glad we keep having this conversation. Okay. Give me your stuff. Give me your stuff. We've been looking for sheep for a while. We've seen them a few times, so we tend to get distracted, but now we have sheep, which I'm quite pleased with. I don't know what those structures are over there. I don't know if it's worth checking them out or not. I'll check them out. I'm suicidal. I'm feeling loose. I'm feeling goosey. Let's go see what they are. Tongue of dog. Because it's bewitchment, right? Eye of bat, tongue of dog. This looks like it's meant to be a location naturally designed for you to do the EMP ritual, is what this is, because this is the setup for it, or at least it's an elaborate version. You don't need like all of this, but this arrangement of blocks with the thing in the center is what it needs to look like to function. There's no statue on that pedestal. Okay. Alright then. I think it's time for us to build up this base. We're going to need some wood. So for starters, let's make a fence, and let's just prepare this area. I want to prepare this area. Let's get ready to farm this place for real, because there's a few... No, get out of here, Charger. 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 Yeah, bad. We need to expand, and I'm thinking we might expand in this direction as opposed to that direction, because that direction's the Meatballcraft stuff, which isn't very pleasing to the eye. We can make the backpack, I think, now, or not quite, because we need those petals, don't we? So let's go get some of those seeds, because that location had it, the place with the anvils. Let's go do that. We're also going to need wood. I think the smart play for wood might honestly be, because we have some saplings. Let's see if we can grow redwoods. Honestly, I think we'll try. There we go. And then we can just knock it down for a ton of logs, which can then be used for tons and tons of wood for things like sticks for fencing and things. So let's go ahead and we'll do it right here, I guess. Now, because there's such a big tree, I'm betting it needs to be a 2x2. Although there are 1x1s, so... Okay. Interesting. Is that not how it works? Maybe it needs to... Maybe instead of it being a 2x2, maybe it needs to be a 3x3, because they are awfully big. Maybe it needs to be like this. Maybe it needs to be one of those. Interesting if so. We'll try that. We'll try a 3x3 and we'll just leave it alone and let it grow naturally and see what happens. Let's see, did we get 9? We probably got 9. We got 9. Let's try a 3x3 and see if this will grow them tall, if this will make a really big one. I guess we'll throw the last 3 bone meal we have at it. I didn't think that would do anything, but just in case it did. Okay. Oh, Cyclops. Where are these roots from? Biomes aplenty? I don't know what roots do, but we're keeping it. We're keeping everything. Let's go repair our tools. We are flattening the land and evening everything out, and then we are going to start working on farmland, I think. I'm considering, since it's such a long trek up here, I'm considering putting the tables down there. That might be the smart play, I think. Not much is happening this episode, which is a bit unfortunate. I might do some building and base building and farming off camera, but I believe we are past the 2 hour mark already. So I think what we're gonna do is let's go back to that place, the Anvil Outpost, which dropped me through the ground again instead of teleporting me to where I wanted to go. Very typical. Let's take these. I know not all of these are fully grown, the hollytop seeds, but we need these. We need them badly, actually. So I think we're just going to go ahead and take all of this. We're going to take it all. All of your agriculture, everything. I want it. I'm ripping it all up. I don't care. I'm sorry. I know. I know you're very upset with me for doing this, and I apologize, but it's for a better cause, which is me going home because I've been Iseki'd into a hellscape. And there's a goblin that just launched magic at me out of nowhere. And I don't think I have. I'm having to make so many stone swords. This is why I keep trying to push for the Tinker's sword, but the game just won't give me a diamond, which is what I need for the pattern. Give me another stone sword, please. Hopefully this is the last stone sword I have to make. Take me back to my death, please. Still don't really understand why it's dropping me like that, but I won't question it. Why are goblins so strong? Does anyone know? Does anyone have an answer to that question? Why goblins just hit like a Mack truck? Does anyone have the faintest bit of awareness as to why that would be? Okay, let me teleport back real quick and home. Let me put away some of this crap that we're getting in our hands. We don't really have a designated seed and plant thing, so for now you're going to be the plant box, and I'm aware that most of that isn't plants. Just give me a minute. Death. Teleport back to here. And I don't know why goblins go so hard. That's uncharacteristic of the goblin species, that they would go that hard. Much love from Kazakhstan. I don't know why they go that hard. But we will go ahead and rip up all of these because I need the seeds desperately. I'm sorry. Okay, we have 9 hollytop seeds. And hopefully, I think before we quit, because we're going to have to quit in a moment, what I'd like to do, let's make the backpack, because we have some bones, we have some bone meal, although we did spend a lot of it just now on the tree. Let's try and make the backpack. Also, I'm sprinting through these cyclopses. I don't really want to deal with them, but I'm curious as to what's over here. More houses. That's an astral sorcery structure. This structure doesn't do anything, by the way, just in case you're curious. In astral sorcery, it's just decoration. That, however, is not just decoration. This is a thing. There will be loot under one of these pillars. That is a nice looking house. Man, that's an even nicer looking house than the one that I'm in. It's got another one of those boxes over there. And that's an Electroblob's wizard like spawner thing over there. There's the chest. Oh, thank you so much, Iron. And a constellation page, but there's nothing there. But there's nothing there. But there's nothing there. I'm just going to put those down. I'll come back and tear all this up. What? This might be a better place for a farm than where I've just moved to. Wow, this place looks nice. Greatwood logs from Thaumcraft, silverwood planks from Thaumcraft. It's got a flux crystal growing out of the wall, which is perhaps somewhat ominous, given what I know of Thumbcraft. Greetings and salutations, Mr. Sasquatch. Arcane stone. Yeah, we might set up shop here. This is a nice flat area. And you're a career shaman from ice and fire. You sell sapphires in exchange for snow. Iron shovels in exchange for sapphires. Interesting dynamic for your economy. I like how flat this land is. This land is quite nice and flat. We might... I really like the look of this place. We might take this instead. Legitimately. Plus, there's this thing here, which means there's a guy. There's a livestock merchant here. He's selling ihus, husks, and stone golems, same as the last guy. I'm traveling out a merchant named Zealous who sold me the eggs that grew into the pets I breed now. Okay. This is a nice little house. I like this. What's in here? A charger is in here. A charger lives here. Magic protection 1. An architecture crafting table. Several furnaces. And it looks like there's no second story here. This is just what it is. Okay. Interesting. Nope. I remember you. I'm not giving you a chance to fight me. We might move over here. We might, because this place is a little bit... I'd have to pull some of this up, and it would be hard to redecorate. Well, I've seen a silverwood tree, though. We could get silverwood planks and expand on this. This is just really nice, this little house. I might... What's over here? What is all of this? Is this horrifically unsafe? A block of flesh being cooked over a fire. Ominous. This is the thing that we saw those guys next to. Oh, and there's a free copper chest here too. Wow. Okay. This is the thing that they were T-posing on top of, flying in the sky earlier in the Darklands biome. Because the terrain kind of broke the spawn for this. That is Shoggoths. Yeah, you know, disbarring the Shoggoths that are directly below us, which is a problem, don't get me wrong, but we can seal that up with dirt if we have to. We can run in there and seal it real fast with dirt. I'm kind of liking this location. It's a lot of flat land. We could do a lot of easy farming. It'd be real easy to fence it off and light it up, make it, I assume, safe. I presume we can make it safe. Are you hostile? No. Yes! Yes, you are. You are hostile. You're so big for a second I thought we were cool, but we're not. We're not cool. He's so large that it's a little bit rough to even be near him. Was this the right teleport? No, this is not the right teleport. Remove that death, and remove the one 12 meters away as well. Teleport me there, please. Thank you. By the way, I don't think I ever explained this, but that is a mechanic that is in this pack as a way to not die. The key that you get opens your grave. I don't know if that's clear or not, but that's what's happening. Is I get a key when I die that can be used to open my grave. That dude is gone. He's not even here anymore. Well, that's fine. I've been jumped by pumpkins in the past. Is one of you a giant spider? Are we cool or not? I've learned to not trust pumpkins anymore. That's a Dimension Doors door, and I don't know what these things are still. That you're still creepy. Okay. Yeah, we might take over this area and build some buildings here, and just in general try and make this our home. I kind of like the shape of it, the lay of the land. We've got a hill that we can build our astral sorcery stuff on top of. There's a floating island nearby. We could build on that too if we wanted to. There's an island out here. We're near enough to the Meatballcraft Darklands biome that we could go there if we needed to for something, but we're not so close to it that we literally live inside of it, which is kind of the situation in that other house. Plus, that little Thaumcraft house, although it's not like the others, it doesn't have like people living in it. There's that one guy, but there's not multiple people, and it doesn't have like housing, like there's no beds or anything in there. It's still a really nice location. Looks cool. I think we might move over here and make this our base, because it's got a lot of room to expand to build stuff out, and I really just want to know what this is. Is this like some kind of volcanic extrusion? Is that what this is? It looks like it. Okay. Okay. Let's go home real fast. Plus, I already punched one of these guys, and now I feel bad about it. But let's go home. I think the stone mattock can serve as a hoe, if I recall correctly. That is, I believe, what we were told. Now, before I waste iron, is there any such thing as a wooden bucket in this pack? There's the weed wood bucket, but no. So to make a bucket, we're going to have to spend a bit of iron. Okay, that's fine. It's okay. That's within calculations. I kind of figured that would be the case. So here's what we're going to do. We have a bone. Do we have another bone? Do we have... No, no, no. Okay. So, let's make some of that real fast. Let's start in on this, because a backpack will help us tremendously, both when we explore and if we want to move again, which I think we will. I think we're going to want to move again. Let's... grab a bit of water. And make a bit of farmland real fast. By the way, there is a feature. This is, I think it's a Feed the Beast plugin that a lot of mod packs will use, where you can go up here. Claimed chunks. If I claim a chunk, you see how all this is wilderness, this topographical map of the area? If I claim this, Lord Rain, claimed area. This means that if I were to go over here, you can see, hang on. See how it says wilderness popped up on the bottom of my screen? If I walk back, it'll say Lord Rain. That means the zone is owned, which means, hypothetically speaking, if Luigi were to grab you, it's 0% damage. It means, hypothetically, if you were to come in here and try and grief me, you wouldn't be able to like break any of my chests, and there would be limits on what you could do in this location. You can also chunk load a claimed chunk, which I just did. I did it here. What that does is that makes it so that this chunk is always loaded, no matter where you are or where anyone is in the server. Which can be useful, because that will, for instance, the reason I did it is it'll allow these hollytop seeds to grow. Even if I'm far away and nowhere near this place, the game will still forcibly keep this chunk, let me see, which key is it? Yeah, if we press F9, we can turn on the grid and see. Everything inside this bounding box will be forcibly loaded now, forever, because I did that. And I can undo it too. I can take that off if I want to. There's a limit to how many of them you can keep chunk loaded at a time. At least they're supposed to be. Yeah, see, claimed chunks 1,000, loaded chunks 64. So you can have up to 64 loaded chunks per, I think, I don't remember if it's per person or per team. Technically, I think I'm on a team of 1, is how that works. But we can have 1,000 claimed chunks and 64 loaded chunks. You don't want to do it too hard. You don't want to go too hard on that, because it does put some strain on, memory, and it can cause lag and stuff. But generally speaking, having a chunk loaded so that certain machines can be running at all times, or that certain crops can be growing in the background, is not a bad idea, right? It's a pretty good idea, actually. And this will continue to grow. I think we need... Hang on. Holly top petals. Okay, we need, these make arrows, we need 4 per woven cloth. And we can also make strange meatballs out of them too. Wonderful. And a rainbow petal, combining it with a bee sample species rainbow. It's also used to make fertilized essence and machine blocks. Okay. And it's used in basic crafting on extended crafting to make the redstone gear and the machine block. That's pretty cheap, actually, from extra utilities, too. I think normally the machine blocks cost, like, a crazy amount of plastic and stuff, don't they? They require certain things. This crafting table recipe will come in a bit. You should use the basic table. Right. This is a super cheap recipe for what that machine block is, if I recall correctly. It's used to make the Crazy Lily. Right-click while standing in front of a block of obsidian, same level as the floor, looking east. Hollytop, Omathal, Greater Gaia Spirit. Tattered Scrolls, Eldritch Will Crystal Seeds? What? Okay. Primarily, I think we care about this because of the woven cloth, which is used to make backpacks. This is the thing that we want. Project Red Exploration. We're going to need 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 32. We're going to need 32 of these polytop petals to make a backpack. So it's going to be a minute before we can make one. But we will be able to make one, though. And yes, you did, in fact, just see me flip through a crafting table. This is extended crafting. Bigger crafting tables to make more complex recipes. Yeah, it's exactly what it looks like. I'm being jumped by a charger. I'm so tired of these dudes jumping me. Get out of here. Not eaten yet. What does it taste like? Do I have to eat it raw and cooked to know what it tastes like? Maybe. Eaten, assisted in adding hearts. So there was a reason to eat it. It did, in fact. I think the mod that is the more varied stuff you've eaten overall, like forever. The greater variety of things you've eaten total, it'll slowly increase the amount of hearts you have. So you have like an incentive to eat as many different kinds of things as possible, at least once. Still know what the copper coins are for, but we've got quite a few coins. I'm sure we'll find a merchant at some point. Charger Shank. I'm going to eat you too. go, thank you. Okay. I don't think there's a whole lot more we can do without just putting our noses to the grindstone. I may have to grind some stuff off camera. I think I will have to. We're going to have to grind off camera to get some of this done. Because otherwise, this is just going to take years and years and years worth of footage to do. But we have found, I think, our new semi-final location for where we're going to set up our big base. We found another copper chest. Hey, hey, hey. Actually, can I put you... Because the iron chests work a little bit differently. Can you be placed, like, right here? No, you can't, unfortunately. But I can, I bet, place you here. And then... we can do, like, one of those if we really wanted to. And then we can put all of our metals, I think, in here. I'll also do some sorting off screen. We need to do a lot of sorting and take care of all this. It's a little bit obnoxious. But basically, we're going to have to put our noses to the grindstone a bit to make any of this to get anywhere. So let me put this away before I become irradiated by Yellerium. I think that's going to be it for now. I wish we could have had a major achievement. It would have been nice. But I feel as though... we just desperately need a diamond, and we couldn't find one. And, you know, there's not a lot we can do about that. We just gotta go back down there and get hooted at by weird stuff that lives in the walls. That's all. Listen, man, that's all there is to it. You don't have to like it. It just is what it is. You gotta go get hooted at. You just do. So, I think that's probably going to be it for now. I need more holly top petals. Next time, I think we're going to try and get a diamond, make a backpack, okay, and then use the diamond to make a sword too, so we can whack people with impunity. And I think off screen I might move all of this stuff that I am now sorting and organizing. We might move our stuff over to the other place. We'll see. We'll think about it. But for now, I think that's going to be it. I think we've done what we can. Yeah, that's probably going to be it. And this constellation paper is valuable, but not right now. It will be valuable later. That's a surprise tool that'll help us later. Okay, I think that's about it. I think we are going to call it here. And next time, hopefully I'll have more to show. We will try and see if we can push through Tinkers a bit harder, try and get some more tools. I noticed that it is possible to get the broad-headed axe, I think, a little bit early, which lets us knock down whole trees. If that's the case, it would let us solve our wood problem pretty quickly, because then we can easily knock down a whole redwood tree at once. That is a gigantic chicken. Someone look at that chicken with me on the page. Look at that. Look at those two chickens. Giant chickens. We've got chaos awaiting us in the future in other dimensions and worlds. But giant death chickens are a problem for tomorrow. Today we're done. I think we are signing off. So, this has been Meatballcraft, Dimensional Ascension. Seize the Stars edition. Go Beyond edition. Plus Ultra edition. This is Lord Rain, signing off. Good night, dear listeners. Good night.